Okay, let's go back out to Leslie. She is with Leslie's Lovely Landscapes, and this looks like a beautiful yard, Leslie.
Yeah, it really is. And I'm sorry I lost you guys a little bit earlier. Now, today we came up to the north side. We're at Von Brashear's house, and beautiful lawn. I'm really excited about this because I get a chance to travel around and check out some of your lovely landscapes. If you want to be a part of this, go to khq.com and click on the contest tab. You can get all of the information there. I think long story short, you need to download your pictures there at khq.com, which is exactly what Von did. And it is beautiful out here. We're going to get a chance to talk to him coming up in just a second. Let's talk about your day planner for today. We're also going to get a chance to talk to Von. He is the owner of these lovely landscapes back behind me, coming up in just a few minutes. All right, guys, back out to you.
All looks beautiful. Can't wait to see the rest of it. Leslie, thanks.
Wow.
Or Leslie Lowe and her lovely landscapes.
Oh, good morning, guys. Okay, so Matchbox 20 in town tonight. I did not know this. So that might be something I need to check out a little bit later. I want to bring you back out here. We are on the north side today for Leslie's Lovely Landscapes, and it is beautiful today. We came up to visit with our new friend. This is Von Brashear. And Von, you were telling me that you just moved here from the west side about a year ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in September. It's so much more affordable here in Spokane, and I got this lovely place, but the main reason is we have sunshine and light, and you can grow anything here. And I have raised beds in the back, and I love a country garden. My mom, she had beautiful gardens on the farm. We had a farm called Fertility Farm, and it was in the 1880s, and this was reminiscent of her kind of style. And so I'm trying to reflect. We just spread her ashes in Hawaii. She loved Hawaii. And so she was 97. So that's kind of memories when I'm doing my garden to reflect on her passion and her image. And so it's a real country style that I've done. And this is just the first phase. You'll have to come out next year.
Okay, deal.
Yeah.
So this is phase one. You have a lot of big plans for this front yard.
Oh, yeah. Grass, you know, it's hard to maintain green grass. In Spokane, we've had these 100-degree temperatures. And so instead of that, I'm going to put in a waterfall and a stream about 18 feet meandering here with various mounds and boulders. And, you know, there's a lot of wonderful people at the local nurseries here, I found. And that's another thing about Spokane that I found different than the west side is that people are so friendly and supportive here. This winter, when our big winter we had, my neighbor comes over, Bud, and he snowplows my driveway and my sidewalk. I'm eating my waffles, and what is this, you know? And that's all about Spokane. And I have an arborist down the street. He cut my trees for me, and I said, "How much do I owe you?" And he said, "Oh, nothing." I said, "Nothing?" Yeah, he said, "Well, you're my neighbor and welcome to Spokane."
I love that. See? Spokane, we're good people here. And you know what? We're happy to have you with us on this side of this state. All right, we're going to talk to you more about this incredible lawn of yours. We got to talk about that forecast because you might have some work to do in here, right?
Oh, I bet. I'm ready for it.
All right, let's talk about that weather forecast. So, again, we are out here on the north side. This is Von. Von, thank you so much. We're going to toss it back into Sean. But, Sean, you know, I might not come back. I might not come back.
No,
I might stay here.
Just kick back on the porch there, cup of coffee. I don't blame you.
Yeah. Adirondack chairs. I mean, he promised mimosas. I may not come back.
Just the fact that you can say Adirondack at 6:20 in the morning, you should get like bonus pay for work today. All right, thanks very much. I may be the worst gardener on the planet.
Really?
Really, truly.
How's your grass look, though?
Well, if you like the green with big brown patches, thumbs up.
I prefer to call it a mosaic, Sean.
Really?
You're working on, you know, it's an artist's tapestry.
You lost me at mosaic. I just shut down.
Okay, let's go to Leslie Lowe. She's got the real yard, the real landscapes, and she's with Von this morning.
Yeah, definitely. And you know what? I bet Vaughn could probably help you out with that mosaic lawn, Sean. So we'll get some tips. He's been kind of filling me in. You know what I love so much about meeting different people is their passion for what they do. And Vaughn, you have so much passion for this garden and so much history that I love it. So tell me a little bit more about your mom, because you have such a rich history.
Oh, well, Mom, she was a character. She had lots and lots of friends. She was the goat lady, had 40 goats, and she was very much your first hippie. She was really connected to the earth, and she instilled that in us 3 kids. There was a thing written up in the Everett Herald, and 3 kids don't miss a day of school in 6 years, and Mom was so proud of it because, you know, we had homemade bread and sandwiches like this, you know, with the sprouts and everything from our garden and everything, and we never had colds, never got sick, and never got the shots or anything. But Mom, growing up in the outback of Australia, you know, she knew how to work really hard, and they had big farms there and orchards similar to what we have in the outskirts of Spokane with fruit and stone fruit.
So with that, she really instilled so much of what we're seeing, you know, here in your yard. So you were telling me about some trees that you planted, and one of them is the cherry blossom trees that you see like back in D.C.
Yeah, they're called Kwanzan cherry trees, and they have these beautiful double blossoms, and the entire tree gets covered in these blossoms every spring. And so I have only planted 4 right now. I would like to plant a few more, but in this spring you'll see it just a blaze of pink, and of course the petals fall and lays this carpet of beautiful pink blossoms. And they're one of my favorite, and they're easy to grow here in Spokane. You know, there's wonderful nurseries here, both in the valley and locally here at the north end. These were bare root, and it'll take 3 years probably.
Yeah, about 3 years before they're really in full bloom. So, gosh, I'm sorry. I guess we're just going to have to come back here. You have been such a pleasure. We got to talk about that weather forecast. I will say that we've been looking at the front lawn, but Vaughn's beautiful yard goes all the way back into the back. All right, let's get to that weather forecast. It's perfect summer weather out there. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Vaughn, you have just been awesome to sit and talk to. I love your family history. I love how much love you've got put into your yard, into your garden, and I love that a lot of it just is so tied into your mom. So thank you for letting us be here today.
Oh, thank you, Leslie. It's a pleasure, and I'm so glad to be here in Spokane and make this place my home, and with great neighbors and great community.
Well, I think that you just made Spokane a little bit better. All right, Sean Clyde, back into you.
Love it. All right. So many special stories there.
Yeah, the cat was just taken out.
The cat loves the yard too.
Yeah, did we ever get the cat's name?
I don't know. Anybody? We'll have to find out next time we talk to Leslie.